In Washington, a sobering reality has prompted swift action. The U.S. House of Representatives is earmarking far more money for lawmakers' personal security after the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, a stark reminder of the country's rising tide of political violence. Under a recently extended pilot program, the House Committee on Administration has doubled the amount each member can spend on private protection, from $5,000 to $10,000 a month through November 21st. At the same time, a stopgap government funding bill, now under debate, would add roughly $30 million to a mutual aid fund that reimburses local police for guarding lawmakers in their home districts. The Trump administration has asked for another $88 million to strengthen security for the executive and judicial branches, including Supreme Court justices. The immediate catalyst was Kirk's assassination on September 10, 2025. While addressing students at Utah Valley University, the Turning Point USA co-founder was shot and killed. A 22-year-old suspect, Tyler Robinson, was captured after a brief manhunt. Prosecutors say they will seek the death penalty, citing text messages in which Robinson allegedly confessed and detailed a week-long plan. Shockwaves from the killing quickly reached Capitol Hill. Speaker Mike Johnson said the tragedy forced uncomfortable but necessary conversations about personal safety. Lawmakers of both parties report a surge in threats and are rethinking public events once considered routine. Some have canceled outdoor town halls. Others now travel with private security wherever they go. This isn't an isolated incident. In June, 2 Democratic Minnesota lawmakers and their spouses were shot in their homes. Former State House Speaker Melissa Hortman and her husband were killed. Last year, then-President Donald Trump survived 2 assassination attempts, and Pennsylvania's governor saw his residence targeted in an arson attack. The numbers are even more unsettling. U.S. Capitol Police are on pace to examine about 14,000 threat assessments by year's end. Between 2016 and 2024, threats against members of Congress jumped an estimated 950%. Rarely does Capitol Hill agree on much, but here the concern is bipartisan. Republican Lauren Boebert says it is no longer safe for her to hold in-person town halls. Democrat Jared Moskowitz admits many lawmakers are scared to death, though few will say so publicly. Early reviews of the security pilot program have been overwhelmingly positive, according to House Administration Chair Brian Stahel. The main complaint: members want even more resources. Some argue the proposed $30 million is still short of what today's climate demands. Yet money alone cannot solve the larger problem. Many officials warn that increasingly toxic political rhetoric is breeding an atmosphere where violence feels permissible. The challenge is twofold: protect public servants while preserving the face-to-face access on which representative democracy depends. If fear walls off lawmakers from their constituents, the entire system suffers. Because the current funding hike expires in November, debate over a long-term fix is inevitable. One idea gaining traction is legislation that would classify political violence as a hate crime, stiffening penalties for attacks motivated by ideology. Charlie Kirk's assassination is a tragic marker on a troubling timeline, but it is also a final wake-up call. The new security money is a necessary stopgap, yet it comes with a warning. Unless the nation finds a way to lower its political temperature, the measures meant to protect democracy today could just as easily signal how fragile that democracy has become.